Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Free School Guru. Today we are going to learn about prepositions, which is another type of parts of speech. I hope you had a good understanding on adjectives, nouns, pronouns that we learned in the previous lessons. Today's focus is going to be on prepositions. Prepositions is a very important component as far as parts of speech is concerned. Let's try to understand what is a preposition. So preposition is a word which essentially shows relationship between other words in a sentence. Okay, so preposition is a word that shows relationships between other words in a sentence, or you can also say preposition is a word that shows relationship between a noun or a pronoun in a sentence and the other words of a sentence. Does it make sense? Now these relationships between the noun or a pronoun and the other words in a sentence, they can include direction, place, amount, time, right? So let's try to understand it with the help of a few examples. I went to school. So let's try to identify the preposition in this sentence. I went to school. To is showing the relationship between the noun or a pronoun, which is I, and the school, which is the other word, right? So to becomes our preposition. So let's write the definition for a preposition first, and then we will try to understand more examples and different types of preposition. So a preposition is a word that shows relationship between other words in a sentence, or we can also say a word that shows relationship between a noun, pronoun, and other parts of a sentence. So very important that we understand it correctly. Let's write few examples now. He came by school bus. Let's write another one and then we'll come back and understand them. They will be coming at night. Okay, so in these two examples, let's try to identify the preposition. So let's look at the first one. He came by school bus. Now what's a noun here? Noun or a pronoun is he. School bus. Again, basic formula. Try to identify the noun or a pronoun in a sentence. We know came is an action, so came is a verb. So he came by school bus. The word which is joining the noun or a pronoun and the other part of the sentence is by. So by becomes our preposition. Is that clear? Okay. Let's try to understand with the help of next example. They will be coming at night. So they, let's identify the noun or a pronoun. They is a pronoun. Will be coming at night. So what word is joining the sentence? At. At becomes your preposition. Okay, so there could be simple examples like to, by, at, right? These are all examples of preposition. Now let's try to understand what are the different types of prepositions. So our first type of preposition that we want to understand here is preposition of place. What is a preposition of place? Preposition of a place wherein basically you are talking about or referring to a place in a sentence. So when I say, if I say they will be coming at my house, they will be coming to my house. So when I say that, I am saying preposition of place here is to my house. This becomes preposition of place. Is that clear? So I will be going to London. So to is a preposition, and to London, that part of the sentence becomes a preposition of place. Is that clear? Okay. So now let's look at the second type of preposition. The second type of preposition is called preposition of time. So preposition of time. Preposition of time essentially refers to the time in the sentence. Again, simple. The word itself implies the meaning. Preposition of time refers to a time in a sentence. I will be arriving at noon. So at noon is your preposition of time. I will come back on Friday. On is a preposition, and on Friday becomes preposition of time. Is that clear? So let's take another example. I will be coming for a day. I will go to school at 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m. becomes your preposition of time. Okay. You can also say that my father will be arriving on January 5th. So on January 5th becomes your preposition of time. So I'm sure this was helpful. So preposition, let's do a quick recap. Preposition is a word that shows relationship between a noun or a pronoun and the other parts of a sentence. And they are essentially two types of preposition. So one is a preposition of place, the other is a preposition of a time. I hope that was clear. So that covers preposition. Again, go back to your worksheets and start practicing a bit on preposition. That's all for now. Tomorrow I'll come back with a new lesson. Take care and have a good day.